And we are back on the desktop. If you click in the lower left corner to open the menu, you'll find a category saying documentation. This is where all the readmes show up, defined in the PND and the PXML. As you can see, I've got lots of entries here for several games. Every creator can set a name showing up here. Sadly, some chose just to show up readme, which is not very good. But in this case, we've got the LemmingsSDL hotkeys, and you are presented with a short text file saying what hotkeys are available for this game, and general control information, as well as a download link for updates and the source code and Windows versions, etc. Give it a look, and remember this for other games. If you are stuck with the controls, don't know what to do, check the documentation. And another thing, if you not placed the PND on your desktop, it will probably show up under Games and then Puzzle and Board. And we are back with the two-player mode. As you can see, you can select server or client. In this occasion I select client for my Pandora. My main PC is the server. I'm playing over WLAN. The client mask remains the last IP you've entered. They are about 20 levels, I think, not as much as for the single-player game, but more than enough. This is the level. Most levels look like this. You've got an entry point in the middle and an exit on both sides of the level. One for each team. Lemmings spawn alternating between blue and red. Blue and green, sorry. You can only control lemmings of your color. In this case, I'm green. The second player is always green, the first player, being the server, is blue. So I'm just building stairs here for both teams, and that would be it. My lemmings would reach the exit no problem. So pretty boring, but there's a twist. While I can't control lemmings of the other player directly, can't assign jobs to them, can't nuke them or whatever, I can, however, affect them with my own lemmings. So if I redirect one of my team here and place a blocker on his path, all his lemmings will get redirected to my exit. And the twist is, it doesn't matter which color of lemming you save. So I get points for every lemming saved, no matter if it's my own or my enemy's. The opposing player, you should probably get rid of this, or all your lemmings will end up in the other player's pocket. What you can do is blow up the floor beneath the blocker, or try to dig around him, or build stairs over him. Sadly, the first method is not available here, as the floor beneath the starting point is made of metal, so you can't dig that up or blow that up. So what I'm doing here is placing another blocker at the other side, so no lemming will get anywhere, and we'll just play the waiting game until one blows up first. And then I'm building, trying to build the stairs over the green blocker. Yeah, so you can, as you can see, this is the reason why the levels are laid out so simple. The initial solution to the level doesn't matter really after a few seconds, because your path will be blocked by another player's lemmings, and you will have more problems trying to get around his obstacles than the level's obstacles. There are a few co-op levels, but they probably just end up in mayhem trying to kill the other player. Yeah, the multiplayer mode is fun. Sadly, it got a few problems. The netcode is kinda unstable sometimes. You will experience splits, meaning your game, the game on your end, will play out differently than on the other player's end. In this case, just try to exit the game and restart. In my experience, the first game started usually is fine, but the author assured me that it's working much better over Ethernet or local LAN, local WLAN, than the internet. It's possible, but yeah, maybe you will experience some errors. just try it out. As you can see here, it's already a mess of stairs just at the starting point, and I'm only playing against myself, so you can imagine what it's gonna be when you're playing against a real opponent. With the Lemmings slowly entering the axis on this level, you can see the bars climbing on the left hand side of the interface. Each bar tracks points for one player. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. The rest of the interface and the game pretty much works the same, except you can't change the number of output Lemmings. Also, here is an error you might experience. It's not an error actually. If your cursor is located to the left or right hand side of the screen, it will scroll slowly. If this happens to you, just tap the screen in the middle or move the cursor away from the left or right hand side of the screen. Well, that's it for this week. Thanks for sticking with me. This has been a presentation of a LemmingsSDL. You can download it using PND Store, Panorama, or just go on the repo. I am Foxbluff for PandoraPress, and I wish you all a good week.